let's talk about that. Let's take that deeper and bring it into hip hop, because we've seen a lot of violence ensuing within hip hop and a lot of deaths within hip hop. Just recently, we lost Young Dolph, somebody who was very influential in the Memphis community. We just lost Draco the Ruler to violence out of the festival. We lost Slim 400 last week due to gun violence. The list goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And you said, you just mentioned there being a deeper objective, maybe not in each case that I just mentioned, but you talk about what they promote within the industry and what they highlight within the industry and the ramifications behind that. Is there something deeper to violence in hip hop, and what's your opinion on it?
You know, violence in hip hop has always been around. Like, let's not get it twisted. Yeah. It's always been around. I'm from the 80s and 90s eras of hip hop. I grew up like when hip hop was still kind of young. So it's always been around because we had songs. KRS-One had a song called Stop the Violence. You know, Real Bad Boys Move in Silence. Stop the violence. KRS-One was talking about that shit in the 80s. The Message with Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. They were talking about that. Don't push me because I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to. It was about that. It was drugs and white lines. I mean, so all of that violence and drugs and all has always been around hip hop. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, NWA, same thing. Tupac. It's just, I don't know what is going on with these cats. Like it's been a little bit more frequent.
Yeah.
That's, you know what I'm saying? It's like there's not like a gap. It's like every week somebody's dying. So I'm like, and plus I have to, I don't even know half these dudes. I'm like, who's that? Yeah. You know, because I'm not really checking for it, because I think that music is kind of lame. A lot of hip hop is a little whack to me. So I've been kind of like I don't really have my ears to the streets on some of this music because I'm not really feeling a lot of this shit. You know what I'm saying? But as far as a black man's life, I care about that. You know what I'm saying? Just brothers killing each other. But my thing is this, you always got to look deeper. Like, who's behind this shit? It's because on the surface, it looks like, oh yeah, it's just us killing each other. But what if there's something else behind that? What if there's another force that's causing these people to do that? You understand? What if, like, I think Young Dolph did a lot of stuff for the community.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So why another brother that's trying to do shit for the community, he's gone. You know, I'm wondering, is there something behind that? Or then, and then they make it look like with the Nipsey Hussle thing, they go, yo, this one dude just killed Nipsey Hussle over some shit. I don't believe none of that. I believe he was sent in to do that. That's just what I believe. I believe he was a plant, right? And then he made it look like it was some beef, but I think it was just a plant by people you don't see. You feel where I'm coming from?
Yeah, fact. Yes, we do.
Like some Fred Hampton shit. That's just what I think. Because I mean, just me studying history of Black Panther Party, you know, Malcolm X and the Nation of Islam and just civil rights and it's just the same pattern of shit. Like every time we try to get to a certain level of progress, the violence comes in. And then they can use that going, well, yeah, you know how you niggas are. That's what y'all do. Niggas, that's what you do. Because I think a lot of these artists are controlled by the powers that be to rap a certain way, to talk about. I think that even here's an example. I don't know if you've ever seen this this TED Talk by this white dude named White Mike.
Nah.
He's a preacher. He was a white guy who went to a black theology school, and they called him White Mike. You need to see that TED Talk.
Okay.
It's so good. And he's a white dude that talks about the rap game and how they purposely make us rap about killing each other.
Wow.
It's one of the best TED Talks you will ever see. Just talk about White Mike talks about the hip hop industry. You understand? And how they purposely tell you, hey, you need to talk about killing people. And when black people kill each other, people put money into that. They go, oh, I want to hear about black people killing each other. You understand? So you have to see that. It's White Mike TED Talk. You know, he did it a few years ago, but it's so relevant. But this is what reminds me of all these deaths that are happening. I feel like there's something else behind it. Because how can everybody have beef all the time? You mean tell me black folks, we got beef every week?
Yeah.
Every week? You hate a motherfucker every single week? You know what I'm saying though? Like, I mean, I'll be mad at people, but that'd be months. They'd be separated, you know?
Right.
How you be mad every week? Something is going on, I think, that is deeper than what we see as a surface. That's just how I feel.
Fact.
Right. So how do you feel about the rappers that diss other rappers after they pass away? We seen just recently, we had a black youngster. I don't know if you know him, but he was supposedly, you know, had a beef with Young Dolph. And today an article came out that he actually went to a cemetery, not the cemetery he was buried at. And it was in the background of him, it was the name Thornton in the background of him, which was the name of Young Dolph. How do you feel about that? Then he made a diss song about him. He performed that over the weekend. And then he was asked about it, and he pretty much said, like, I don't give a fuck what y'all think. You know what I mean? Of it. So how do you feel like that? And not only him, you had Dirk, other rappers that were talking about they smoking Tuka sticks and all this type of, you know, different things. So how do you feel about these rappers dissing people after they pass away?
Well, I think that, you know, I think there's a point where we got to have respect for the dead, man. God, is it getting that bad where, you know, you don't, even when a dude is dead, you still got beef with a person, man? Are we going to grow the fuck up?
Yeah.
Like, are we going to grow the fuck up and move on, man? What the fuck? Now, the fact that he did that, guess what? That's going to cause some more shit. Because that's like the ultimate disrespect, to fuck with somebody posthumously. Like, listen, like, right. I understand if my man was like, you know what? I'm not going to be phony. I never really liked the dude, but I'm not going to disrespect the dead. At least there should be some kind of respect on that. I understand if someone goes, I'm not going to pretend like I like the dude, you know, but there's got to be a respect when somebody's life is lost. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Because I don't even wish death on people I can't stand. You feel me? But it doesn't mean you have to change your stance on how you felt about them. You still got to be honest with yourself. But this is going to cause some other shit. What's this? Is it Black Youngster?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we're going to see something might happen to him. It's just going to be on and on and on. And I really feel like there's something behind this bullshit, man. You know what I mean? And it's pathetic. I don't know. You know, I don't really pay attention to a lot of these dudes. Mm-hmm. I really still fuck with the old school cats, you know, and it's kind of cool because everybody's in their 40s and 50s, so they're not trying to be violent. even Snoop Dogg in that festival, he left.
He took off. He did. Yeah.
But old Snoop would have been like, "What's up, homie? Shit, fuck that, yo." Snoop's like, "I'm a grandfather, man. I got shows with Martha Stewart. I got." You know what I'm saying? And it's too bad that we can't have this kind of, we always have to wait till we get older to like realize, but it would be nice if the OGs, I think the OGs could try to step up a little bit and advise a lot of these cats, man. I think the OGs should step in. That would be cool. The old hip hop cats step in and advise some of these dudes. But there's been a lot of division within the old school community and new school because the new school dudes disrespect the old school dudes and vice versa, you know. And I think there's a powers that be that like this kind of fighting, and we need to take it upon ourselves. I think, not to sound like some damn civil rights leader, but I think that would be an important thing to step up and have the OGs be like, yo, man, this ain't worth it, man. Don't let these people get you caught up in that bullshit. Just, you know what I mean?
Nigga said, oh God, you the man, Cass. I spit white like a clan mask, and I'm a hustler. I could stand out on the beach and sell sandbags. Some things can't last, but this ain't just a podcast. This is Sam Ant and Oh Godcast. Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Oh God driving, Sam Ant riding passenger side, and you heard it out the mouth of the greatest rapper alive. Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Oh God, driving Sam and riding passenger side, and you heard it out the mouth of the greatest rapper alive. Go gang.